All right, Colossians chapter 2 verse 9. Read for me, Colossians chapter 2 verse number 9.
For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily.
In him dwelleth all. Honey, did you see the emphatic, the way Paul double mentioned? All is fullness. Fullness is all. But so that you don't miss it, he says, for in him dwelleth all the fullness. He will have just said, for him dwelleth all of the Godhead bodily. Or he could have said, for in him dwelleth the fullness of the Godhead bodily. But he added all. So if you miss all, you will not miss fullness. He added all, fullness. If you miss fullness, you will not miss all. For in him dwelleth all the fullness. Paul is so particular about the use of that word. That is tautology in English, because fullness is all. Okay? That in him dwelleth all the all. In him, in Christ dwelleth all the all. Then in verse 10 it says you are complete in him. That is because of verse 9. That is, you will not need anything from God. You are complete. You will not need any. First of all, in him dwelleth all the all. And you are complete in him, meaning you are not deficient. You will not need anything. You are complete in him who is the head of all principalities and powers. So we actually think that God is omnipresence. He is in heaven and he is in me. You are confused. For you to think of a God that is in two locations, you are confused. For you to think of a God that is in a place called heaven and at the same time in you, you are confused. That is a God in two locations. So you think God has a dual personality. One of him in you and one of him in a place called heaven. And the one in heaven is waiting for you to come and meet him. So he is in you on earth, but let's find whether you can come to where he is. That's why I took time to tell you, in him dwelleth all the all, and you are complete in him. Right now, Paul said this because he said there are strange philosophies, there are traditions of men that were being taught. And every time you hear Paul teach traditions of men, don't think he's talking about African traditions. He's talking about the law of Moses. When Jesus mentioned the commandments of men, he was talking about legalism. So when Paul said it, he was saying the same thing. Look at 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 16. Please pay attention. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 16. Read for me. And without controversy,
great is the mystery of godliness. God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, received up into glory.
Great is the mystery of godliness. Kabayada. Great is the mystery of godliness. Question: who is the temple of God today? I want to hear loud. Where is the house of God today? Okay, 2 Corinthians 6:16. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 16. I want us to read with a Power City Uyo voices. I've been hearing London voices, American voices, Eket voices. I want to hear Uyo voices. Let's go very loud, very loud. 1, 2, go. And what agreement? Did you see the word dwell where? What is the meaning of dwell? To take up permanent residence. So where is God's permanent house? Where will God live forever? I will did I say you should believe in Jesus? I will dwell in them and walk in them. I will be their God, and they shall be my sons and daughters.